Hey guys, welcome back. Today's episode, I want to install Django debug toolbar to just double check that there's no n+1 queries on my website, especially when I visit the episodes page. Just want to make sure that the number of queries is not in the number of hundreds as I add more episodes. I don't want this page to get slower and slower, so I'm just going to install Django debug toolbar and check that everything looks sane. Now, the documentation recommends I install it this way, but up until now I've sort of been managing my dependencies just with pip. I want to take this a bit of a step forward and prepare my app for deployment by using something called pip tools. With pip tools I can split my requirements into like a dev requirements and a regular requirements in file, and then I can create requirements txt from that. So I'm going to use pip tools instead. So to do that, I'm going to do pip install pip tools, and then I'm going to create a requirements.in file where I just specify the dependencies that I need. So I'm pretty sure those are the core dependencies that I needed. And the next thing I can do is create a dev requirements.in file with similar contents to this. So I say dev requirements.in, and this is going to install Django debug toolbar. I don't really care about the version. There's also a few more things that I can install, like IPython, Black, Flake 8. Yeah, so let's see how that goes. So to compile the requirements.txt, I'm just going to do pip compile. Cannot find versions that match Django. Did I spell it right? Let's try that. Pip compile. Okay, so that's created a requirements.txt file. Let's print it out. That's what it looks like. So then we can do pip compile dev requirements, and this is going to take all the stuff out of our regular requirements and the dev requirements. It's all the dependencies we need. So there's also going to be, as well as Flake 8 and ISOR, there's also going to be Django in there as well, and probably our URL lib package, I would hope. So let's just do pip sync both of these files to install all the developer dependencies. Oh yeah, I've just noticed that DJ.html is in there as well, so let's wait for this to finish and then install in dev requirements.txt. Sorry, in dev requirements.in, let's remember to add DJ.html. Then we do pip compile dev requirements again. We should generate a new dev requirements.txt, and then we want to sync those requirements again. Okay, so it's installed DJ.html for us, and with any luck, everything should still be working here. Yep, that seems to be okay. Let's just try and fetch a podcast. So let me go in here and delete Python bytes. Yes, I am sure. And then let's say Python bytes. Let's subscribe to you. Okay, that all appears to be working. So now let's follow the installation steps for Django debug toolbar. Let's go to our settings and make sure we have static files. We've got that. I'm pretty sure in our templates, the backend is Django templates, and appders is enabled. Yes, yes, yes. So we can go to installed apps, and we can say if debug, then installed apps append debug toolbar. Then we need to add it to our URLs for all of our apps in podcatcher, so we can say from django.conf import settings, if settings dot debug, we can say URL patterns. Again, we're going to append this here. So we're going to go back into here, paste u. We need to add the middleware, so going back to settings, similar to here, we're going to say if debug middleware append, we're going to say u configure external IPs. We probably only want to do this again if it's in debug mode for like localhost there. And yeah, let's restart our server just to make sure that everything has taken effect, and go back to Podcatcher. We refresh that now, we should have a debug toolbar. So this page has 4 queries, the home page has 5 queries, seems about right. The episodes page, when it does load, has 750 queries, which to me suggests that we do have an n+1 query problem, so this was a good thing to install. So let me think about this. Inside views here, we are in essence returning all the episodes, and we're filtering where the podcast subscription matches the currently subscribed to podcast by the user. So let's think about this. Potentially, I think here we have to prefetch the related podcast subscription. So maybe it's as simple as prefetch related podcast subscription. Can I do that? There's only one way to find out. So if I refresh this, cannot find subscription is an invalid parameter. Okay, this may be this may actually be harder than I first thought. So what happens if I just prefetch the related podcast? Does that bring down the number of queries? It does. Oh, okay. So it was that simple. There we go. Only 4 queries. If I get rid of this prefetch related here, refresh that, you can see it's taking ages. It's taking ages. 700 queries. I uncomment that. Refresh this page. Boom. 4 queries. And we also have a pretty nice way, if I just refresh this, of specifying like our core requirements, or our dev requirements, sorry, and then our requirements. So this is 3 basic requirements, and dev just says use all the basic requirements and also just add all this stuff onto it, and we can freeze those and create specific txt files which we can use to deploy later. So yep, nice little episode, fixing a n+1 query bug, fixing the dependencies, installing Django debug toolbar. The next one, I think I'm going to do Django social auth to enable you to log in with your like Google or GitHub accounts, because I don't want to have to implement all of the different auth views and logic from scratch. I'm just going to utilize pre-built stuff. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.